Talk to him, Dr. Clark. He called for the unity and the redemption of the African world. Salute them, Honorable Marcus. We are not ready to listen then. They might not have been ready then. There's wonder whether we are ready. Ain't no doubt about it. To listen. You ready, baby? No. Let's go. Yeah. Flag fly high, flag fly high, flag fly high. Let's get to the sky, from the side to side. It's the flag fly high. Come on. Flag fly high, flag fly high, flag fly high. RPGs on the rise, all eyes are recognized. Flag fly high. Hold it high. Let it fly. Rebel colors forever. Army would never die. On my 90, the throne ready. Let's take a ride. That's what big men don't choose a side. This is the bad, but before we done. Seldom travel, yet still bad glorious. Black power represents us. You either rolling with Africa or against us. Flag fly high, flag fly high, flag fly high. Black fist to the sky, from the side to side. It's the flag fly high. Come on. Flag fly high, flag fly high, flag fly high. RPGs on the rise, all eyes are recognized. Flag fly high. The red is for the blood. I got the best stock, the rest got stood. The black is for the gods, melanated and elevated, holding the main charge. The green is for the cradle. Africa, everything first, the earth's navel. His Excellency put it together as a symbol of liberation. That's how we get the medals, RBG. Flag fly high, flag fly high, flag fly high. Black fist to the sky, from the side to side. It's the flag fly high. Come on. Flag fly high, flag fly high, flag fly high. RPGs on the rise, all eyes are recognized. Flag fly high. This black mind is 99. People on it in no time. I will drag on my design. We won't ready. Hard line. Ain't no game for that red flame. True stage of that black bang. Revolution in my veins. If we free, I won't change. And you can count on that like an advocate. Celebrate the victories and the challenges. It's deeper than social media statuses. This lifestyle, elevation, building practices. Yeah. Flag fly high, flag fly high, flag fly high. Black fist to the sky, from the side to side. It's the flag fly high. Flag fly high, flag fly high, flag fly high. RPGs on the rise, all eyes are recognized. Flag fly high. Red. Black, green, RBG, I'm about that red, black, green, that RBG, I'm about that red, that black, that green, RBG, I'm about that red, black, green, that RBG, baby, RBG, baby. Fly high, my flag fly high, my flag fly high. Shout out to all my RPGs worldwide. Doing this thing garbage style, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Flag fly high, my flag fly high. Come on.
Hotep family. It's your brother, your RBG brother, God Hollywood Jr., coming to you with another exclusive program. Peace, Hotep, Rossetti, Telly Boy, how you doing? RBG up. That's right. RBG up. Flag fly high. That's right. Hotep to you, my brother. Hotep. Definitely. Before I get to my program, because it definitely ties in to what I'm about to go into. As you can see, the topic is Angry Viking, aka Angry Neanderthal, don't want any smoke. You don't want no smoke. But before I get into my program, I want to hopefully I'm expecting some people to come through. It's still early, so I don't, hope, my my comrades will come through. But first I want to congratulate all the Black Democrat liberals. I want to congratulate y'all for voting your own slave owner. I want to congratulate all you 80%. Hotep sister Erica. What's going on, Queen? I want to congratulate all the Black Democrat liberals for voting a most racist as your president. They say 80% of y'all, 80% of Black people voted for Jim Crow Joe. That's crazy. 80%. That's a lot. That's a lot. Peace, Queen.
Hey, peace. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on.
No problem. Well, until my sister get ready, I just want to say this real quick, that 80% of Black people voted for Jim Crow Joe. You have Black people literally celebrating, literally celebrating. But Jim Crow Joe never said anything about any African agenda. Nothing. And I'm trying to figure out, what are y'all expecting from this dude? Now, forget about Trump. He's out of office next year. Don't worry about him. So you have Joe Biden, he's in office, and now he's going to be president next year. And things are going to get far worse. Far worse. You didn't see nothing yet. Now, all these so-called Black revolutionaries that hated Trump, all of a sudden, what you're going to start seeing, they're all going to go hibernate now. They're going to go right back to hibernation. All this pro-Black and all this other stuff, all these cats is going to go right back to hibernation. I already destroyed this guy, J-Lo, who's not from the block. I already destroyed him, and he hated Trump. So that means he voted for Joe Biden. But let me show y'all. Matter of fact,
Peace. Can you?
yeah, I can hear you, sister. Now, I'm going to ask you a question,
Okay.
Tiffany. How you feel about 80% of Black people voted for Joe Biden? Now, how you feel about that, sis?
I can't hear you.
Oh, you can hear me? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now because I can hear you now.
Okay.
What you say?
No, I said, how do you feel about 80% of Black folks voting for Joe Biden?
To be honest with you, I'm not very surprised about that. And let me tell you why I'm not so surprised. Because I kind of figured that that's what many of them want to do, because they wanted to get Trump out the office. So, and I kind of understand why. But yeah, me and them that's weird tradition to vote based on the parties and not based on policies. So we'll vote to automatically vote Democrat for the most part. And so it doesn't really surprise me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not very surprised. I didn't vote for neither one, to be honest with you.
Either.
I didn't vote for I didn't vote for neither one. So I wasn't too surprised when the voting counts had turned out to be 294 versus 213 because I knew that a lot of people was putting a lot of pressure on the voting, and they voted for Biden to just get away with Trump. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't want Trump in office anymore after all that's going on, and it's not too surprising. I mean, but what just kind of baffled me is the celebration. That's what
Mm.
baffled me. But other than that, I'm not so surprised.
And that's what killed me too. I mean, even where on my side of the neck of the woods, they was honking their horns and popping bottles, and I'm like, yo, this man never said
Right.
anything about no African agenda. Because I'm gonna show
Exactly.
you, I'm gonna show you what he's gonna do in 100 days. His goal is I'm gonna show you his plan in a few minutes. But I want to say, hold up to my brother, CJ. How you doing, brother?
Oh yeah. Peace. What's going on with you, bro?
I'm good. I'm good. I got Sister Tiffany. Tiffany, this is CJ.
Yeah,
Pleasure to meet you.
peace.
Yeah, definitely. And I just like to, keep, that's why I like this is RBG right here. This is the RBG family. That's what's up. Yo, CJ, I want to ask you a question. How do you feel about 80% of Black folks voted for Jim Crow Joe?
Man. I know, I definitely didn't vote for him, man. Man, I wasn't expecting that question, but oh man. Remember I was talking to you earlier. A couple of days back, and I was just saying, man, Black people as a whole, we want to be accepted by white people so bad.
Mm-hmm.
So, just like today is Sunday, man. Man, we looking up to these white saviors. For a lot of Black people, man, Joe Biden is like, the second return of Jesus Christ. Like straight up, bro. I mean, I've been watching, man, the news, and they showing, all these Black people out here celebrating. I mean, when he first got picked, I mean, they were talking about sisters like Ida B. Wells. I mean, they was like trying to compare him to like the end of slavery or something.
Yeah.
And it's just sick, that Black people fall for that, man. I mean, what's gonna change? What's gonna change underneath Joe Biden, man? We already know he doesn't support reparations. He sponsored the crime bill. I mean, man, he told Black people shit that
spoke to Robert Byrd's funeral.
You ain't even Black.
He spoke to Robert Byrd's funeral.
Oh yeah. So man, I mean, I'm definitely not following that, but that's what Black people, Black people have bitten that bait, man. So I mean, at this point, bro, I just, I move out the way, man. Just let people do what they want, bro. We can't save everybody, man. We always discuss that. Some of us are just too far gone, man. On that white Jesus complex, man. So, we just gotta just look at it for what it is,
That's true. You have a point. Peace to McKim. How you doing, brother? Let me see. Let me show you. Let me show you the. I'm gonna show you what Joe Biden's plan. I'm gonna show you Joe Biden's plan. Hold on. Let me screen share this. Let me screen share it. And I just want you to just tell me your thoughts. Just tell me your thoughts. Let's see what McKim said. Ruby Bridges shadow. Oh yeah. What is your thoughts on that? Sister Tiffany, what's your thoughts on what McKim said? It said, "What do
So
you?"
what?
Go ahead. I'm sorry, sis. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I see the question. What do you think of that meme going around showing a Ruby Bridges shadow and Kamala standing in the forefront?
I seen that.
Um, I don't really feel too much kind of way about it. I mean, it don't bother me as much, but it's just like there's many women that came before Kamala Harris that was running into politics. She's not the only one. So, but yeah, I'm not offended by it. I'm not offended only because, I know that there's other people that have accomplished more and they have done a lot more, for our people and for our community. And, I don't, so I'm not bothered by it. You know what I'm saying? That's people's choice. That's what they want to do, then that's them.
I mean, it is to me. It is insulting. It's pretty insulting because everybody know that Kamala Harris is East Indian and she's married to a white man.
Well, no, she's biracial because her father is African descendant and her mother is Indian.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, so she has that right to claim her African lineage because that's a part of her. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? That's who she is. So she has that right to claim that part. But a lot of people going back and forth about that, and there's like a conflict and issue behind her ethnic background and whatnot. But I think they're losing focus off of like what's her agenda, what's her main focus at this point.
Well, the thing is, you're right. I just think that when people put them, this is what I don't like. I don't like when people take these sellouts. Because when I think about black people, I'm thinking about people who has a black mother and father. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think about black. That's what makes you black. Because if your father's black and your mother's black, that makes you black, right? And with a revolution mindset, that means you can only focus on your people, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
don't like when they take these sellouts and try to compare them to revolutionaries that was for their people and they come from their race. And I think that's why I have a problem with Kamala Harris. She's not my people. Barack Obama, they're not my people. I don't know who these people are, but they're not black. I'm sick and tired of them putting Barack Obama with Malcolm X and Dr. King. That bastard he's a half breed. He's not for my
I
people.
mean, okay, I can understand where you're coming from, but we gotta understand history. A lot of our ancestors, especially if you go back to slavery, you come to find out there was a lot of them that were biracial or mulatto, and it wasn't because what I'm saying, it wasn't because their parents on the court, it's because a lot of things that was happening during slavery, especially where the master was raping on black women a lot. So that's why you had so many of them that were biracial, but there were those of them that were like very prideful and they were very proud of their African heritage and they stood up for their people. But as of today, in this time period, then yes, you got those who don't really acknowledge their side, that African part of them, the black part of them, because they're too busy trying to fit in where they want to get in type of thing. So I can understand your argument. I can understand where you're coming from. But at the end of the day, it doesn't change who she really is. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't change her background. I look at it like this. What's more important is what's your agenda for the people? What are you trying to do? What's your goal? You know what I'm saying? You can even let's just say you did put somebody who had both black parents, right? What's their agenda? Where's their mindset? That's more important. That's what we gotta look at is the mindset.
Mm-hmm. So Craig, what is your thoughts on that
Man,
on that meme that kept going around? I think it's insulting. I think I made a comment on that one of the posts. Somebody put that up there, and I said, no,
man,
that's
for one,
insulting. Go ahead, brother.
you know, it's definitely disrespectful to try to compare her to a freedom fighter because, all right, I can understand the mindset of some black people when they want to look at, this half black woman as representing some type of change. Hey, look at us, master. We can um, we can be the first one, to hold your vice president spot. But for one, like you say, bro, I agree. She's definitely not my people, man. She's involved in an interracial relationship. So to me, that does not that's no huge stride for people. I mean, for the black race. I mean, just showing us that we can have a half black woman that's married to a white man. Get up on the seat. But when we talk about this, this whole election in general, I represent the red, black, and green. So if it's not a brother, uh, up there with if it's not a brother like Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Dr. King that's running for president, I'm not really, I really don't give a fuck, man. I don't care nothing about Donald Trump or Joe Biden. I didn't vote for either one of them, and that's just my own personal opinion. When it comes to that, man, I support revolutionaries. I support people who are for reparations, for reparations, who are against police brutality. I mean, that, but I mean, man, that's really all I gotta say, bro.
Yeah, man, we just gotta be solid. We gotta be consistent, and we gotta be solid. All this flip flopping, and we just gotta be solid people, man. We just can't, compare these sellouts and compare it to our freedom fighters. Our people didn't die just to integrate like that. They died to be free and to die. They died for freedom and to be independent. And I'm not going to dishonor my ancestors like that. That's just me. But I want to show y'all this. Ross said, I don't care about no one of them but Joe Biden and there for like 47 years versus Trump for 4 years. Come on now, that's true. That's true. He hasn't done nothing. He didn't do anything. What did he do? But I want to show y'all this real quick, and then we're gonna go into this Viking guy. So let's get into it. Now it says Joe Biden's first 100 days in office. What is sworn to do? What he's sworn to do? Now, if we scroll down here, one of his plans is the environment. Other plans, the economy, the immigration. We already know what that means. Talking about the illegals, right? Okay. He's talking about them. Now, forget about us. We're not even on the agenda, right? He's going to give some people who's illegal everything that supposed to be ours. He's going to give it to them. Let's scroll down here. He's going to take away guns, and say, cover up over, gun safety. But really, he wanted to take away guns. And just like Brother Bakari said, that by law, we are legally bound to protect ourselves by any means. So, and then what do you see here is the LGBT community, which I already been saying. So if you click on here, then next is housing, but this is the cream of the crop. The cream of the crop. So let's see if you click here. Let's go down here because I want to show you something. This right here. So this is Biden's plan. This is what he's willing to do. He's wanting to protect the LGBTQ people from discrimination. He wants to support the LGBT the youth. But what got me right here says advance global LGBTQ rights and in development. I mean, he had all these plans for the LGBT, but as you can see, there's no African agenda. There's no African agenda. And this is something that he wanted to give these people, these are white folks, all these special rights, all because of their sexuality. Okay, majority of them are white. But this is his plan. No African agenda, but this is what the people voted for. This is what they voted for, which is sad. So You know, I don't know. I don't know what to say. But like I said, don't be surprised. Don't get. I tell people, don't tell people whoever voted for Joe Biden, please do not cry about racism. You know, you go back to your hibernation. All y'all nevolutionaries, you stay where you at. You stay where you at forever. Don't cry about racism. Don't cry about, oh my God, another black man got killed. Because technically, you don't give a damn about that. But this is what y'all voted for. So I just want to throw that in there. I want to throw that in there because it's obvious that most of our people don't give a damn about their own. And like y'all said, they looking for a white savior. You know what I'm saying? That don't have anything planned for them. So just want to throw that out there real quick. Let me see. Let me get out of here real quick. Let me get out of here. So we're going to talk about this Angry Viking dude. This dude got a lot to say about the black militia. And let me just put up a picture of him real quick. So people get familiar with him. I don't know if you've ever heard of him or seen him before. Let me just get this picture right here real quick. Let me just take this out. Let me see, give me 1 second. Let me screen share this real quick. Now this is the Angry Viking, aka the Neanderthal. Okay, this is him. And you know, I just want to say that because he claimed that he's not racist. This dude claimed that he's not racist, and he's very, you know, he's very patriot and all that sort of stuff. But as you can see, that everything that you see here is racist about him. 1776, our people was enslaved. Our people was in slavery in 1776. But you see how he glamorized it, and then you got the American flag that was made in 1776 while our people was enslaved. But he's supposed to be part of this white militia. So I don't know how y'all feel about him. Do y'all? So Tiffany, how did you hear about this guy before?
No, I haven't. No,
Yeah.
I haven't heard about this guy.
Okay. What about you, Craig?
Nah, man, I don't know nothing about this Peckerwood, you know, so I'm basically here today, man, you know, just to show support because white people, you know, they stick together, man. These racists, these neo-Nazis, you know, they stick together. So when I see one of my brothers, you know what I'm saying, tackling um, racism and white supremacy, you know, I'm just here to hopefully, man, get an insight. But I mean, I don't trust none of them anyway without even knowing anything about them. I
So
automatically don't trust them.
what do
But
you
go
think
ahead.
about his shirt and everything, all that symbolism and stuff? What do y'all think about that?
I mean, he's proud to be an American, man. I mean, you know, he's a white man in America. He benefits from white privilege. So at the end of the day, man, he's proud, you know, for what his ancestors died for. You know, his ancestors died for him to have white privilege. So that's what he represents from what just by looking at this picture. But you know, he is a member of a, you know, a evil group of people, man, who have, you know, destroyed peace throughout the entire planet. You know, so I mean, just looking at him, man, he represents the lineage of, you know, a group of evil people. So that's I'll end it right there.
Oh,
What about you, Tiff?
yeah. Mhm. I'm not surprised. Piggyback off of what he was saying, I'm not surprised about that. I mean, that's just who that person is. That's what they represent. I mean, you know, I wouldn't expect anything different.
But when you think about patriots, when I think about somebody who's patriot, right? They be patriot of the land that they were I think created from, right? Like if I'm African, right? Since I'm an African man, and since all my people came from Ghana, and if I'm living in just say South Africa, right? Just if I was living in South Africa, and I'm South African, right? And these British came over here and trying to conquer, and then we decided to fight back. That's my way of saying, this is my land. We didn't take it. We was already over here. We the original, indigenous people or whatever. I'm being patriot, right? You cannot be patriot if you take over somebody else's land and you claim it. That's like me going to your house and I'm taking over your house, but then I'm patriot over your shit. How's that work? So it's a lot of contradictory with this dude. The image alone is contradictory. Yes, that's true. His channel was terminated. And I want to play the video of him attacking criticizing the brother who got shot in Philly. He criticized him, saying that was his fault. He should have followed the rules and this and that. But I couldn't get that video because his channel was terminated. And he talks about that. But I'm gonna play this video. And then when I play it, I want y'all intake on this. This is a video, and he's attacking the black militia from the Black Panthers and up, right? So and I'm talking about the original Black Panthers. He didn't even like the original Black Panthers. So let me screen share this real quick, because then I'm gonna go in on this dude. Let me screen share this real quick. Here we go. Let me see. Here we go. Now, so this is Angry Viking. He's responding to the NFAC Black Militia Group. Okay, now I have no problem with the NFAC. I think they're doing a wonderful job protecting us and having our backs. But of course, this Neanderthal, he wants to be the white savior, and he speak about, I'm not racist, but this whole profile is racist, But listen to what this piece of shit says. Let me see if I can play this. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can blow this up. And he's always talking about, separate your feelings, and he's all about truth, and he believes that his whole thing is that there's no, white people, white cops are not killing innocent black people. Like he's trying to like say all that don't exist. And then he always throwing you got more black people killing blacks and all this other stuff. He's one of those type of white folks. But listen to what he says.
What's up, everybody? Dylan Stevens here, aka the Angry Viking. So I had a bunch of people ask me, what do I think about these militant groups, these black militant groups walking down the middle of the roadway with their little 22s. I'm done. They don't even realize it's a jam. What do I think about that? I can tell you, it is a joke. They are a absolute joke. Forget the fact they all look like they're out of shape, been living in their mom's basement eating Hot Pockets for the last 20-something years. But you know why it's a joke? You know why the movement's a joke? The black militia, that Black Lives Matter, the Black Panther shit, it's all. I'm going to tell you why. Because no less than 12 children, black children, were murdered, were gunned down by black violence this weekend alone, July 4th alone, where that mother got shot in the Wendy's parking lot. A baby was shot and killed in her car, surrounded by militia and gunned down like a street. That's why you're a joke. Y'all don't stand for nothing. Angry Viking saying it here first. Y'all are a joke. If it ever came down to war, you might so quick. You look ridiculous. Half of you got your Walmart tax vests on, not a damn thing in them. You got canisters for 22s. You with a 22 in a gunfight. That ain't gonna do nothing but piss buckets off. You are a joke. Your movement is a joke. You stand for nothing. You fall for anything. Once again, highest weekend in Chicago, black on black crime, 15 dead. New York City, 9 dead, including 2 cops. 78 black on black gun crimes. St. Louis, once again, one of the hots. You know what all these states have in common? Every single one of them has a Democratic representative running them. I'm going to tell you right now, that's why that mother that video, you want to come to Texas and call it Wakanda. Well, come on. Let's go. You got a bunch of boogaloos and 3%ers down here that are ready to jump. All you got to do is say the word. Say when. I guarantee you we'll have a war in our hands. You want to play? Let's play. You got mother out here that ain't itching for shit to pop off. We're tired. We're fed up. The Patriots are done. We are done with y'all. You know how you know you're ultimately a joke? When you surrounded that band in Georgia. You surround that band in Georgia. It was a minivan. A dude was wearing a damn pink polo and Docker pants and was laughing at you. That's how big of a joke you are. When the Poindexter laughs at you and you have his vehicle surrounded with guns, you know you're a joke. Okay? So stop all stop the foreplay. Let's get that war. Bring it. Stop saying we're going to come to these areas and we're going to do it. Don't warn us. Don't give us a heads up. Let's go to war. That's what you want, right? You just want blood and killing and carnage, right? That's what you want? Well, come on. Because we are fed up pandering to you. You can have all these other white fuckers pandering to your asses, but we are done. It's done. And real black Americans, real black patriots, real white Americans, real white patriots, Mexican Americans, Mexican patriots, everyone else is fed up as well. It ain't just me. This ain't got shit race. It's got everything to do with and you're ignorant. Bottom line. You heard it here first. Angry Viking. You look dumb because you are dumb. If you're going to at least try to look tactical and high speed, that's the occasion. Look at your weapon. Make sure it's not jammed up. Also, don't bring 2 long guns for gunfight. Because I guarantee you'll be sawed down and you'll be cut in half. All right? Dylan Stevens, Angry Viking, yeah. The militia, the Black Panthers, the Black Lives Matter organization, y'all go all worthless. Y'all don't stand for shit except hate and propaganda. That's it. So that's all I got to say to you. I'm not wasting any more of my time on all this shit. Come surround my gun with my car with your little long gun. See what pops off. Dylan Stevens, Angry Viking. Salute, motherfucker.
Sister Tiffany, your thoughts?
Just quite interesting. That's all I gotta say. Just quite interesting. Just pretty interesting. Like I said, I don't expect nothing else.
What about you, CJ?
Man, first off, bro, I don't think this dude understands, man. Sitting up talking tough on YouTube. Talking tough on YouTube. Look like he on some type of steroid. You know what I'm saying? Getting with them fake muscles. Like, does he understand what a real revolutionary would do to him? A real revolutionary take him out behind a barn and put a bullet between his eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like sitting up talking tough on YouTube about what the hell you gonna do. If you're gonna do something, go do it. And then, man, another thing I don't understand about this dude, he calls himself the Angry Viking. Man, Vikings were famous for raping women, like pillaging, entire villages. So this dude, he wants to talk about, he wants to say that the Black Panther Party and all of these other the NFAC or whatever the case may be, that they don't stand for nothing. Coming from a man who named himself after a group of ancient like rapists and murderers and child molesters. So what he represents, man. I mean, man, this dude, man, this dude is a complete joke, man. I'll pass the mic on that.
Yeah, I want to say, let me tell you this. Let me say this. First of all, This dude, Angry Viking, like you say, he talks tough.
Hey,
Yeah.
excuse me, brother. I gotta get going, but I'll talk to you later. I'll come back and check in.
All right, no problem.
All right, then, peace.
All right, later. So let me say this. First of all these groups, the Black Panther, the NFAC, all these black groups, even the Black Lives Matter, created because of people like him. That's why it was formed. Because the ongoing the brutality, the killings, the lynchings, that's why it was created. Now, it's obvious he don't care about what we go through. He totally ignored the fact about the Aragon. He totally ignored about what happened to John Crawford with the Walmart situation. How he just picked up a toy gun for Walmart and they thought he had a gun. They already thought he was a terrorist. And how this SWAT team just came in, this guy, and just shot him dead. That was during the Barack Obama administration. And you notice he didn't say nothing about that. But as soon as because black folks decide to defend themselves, now all of a sudden he wants to criticize the black militia. Now, let me tell you something. He talks a lot of junk. But if we brought the war to him, trust me, he would be begging for mercy. He'll be begging for mercy. It's okay because you look like a wrestler. You got your little mohawk. You look like you came from the WWF. It's okay to play on that image and you loud talking and all this other stuff. That's good for sure. But you ain't built like that. I'm telling you ain't built like that because we brought the war to you. And there's been many times black people have done it. There's been many times black people brought the war to them. See, these are the stories that never been told. So he don't want that fight. He don't want that fight. It's good to talk tough. You know what I'm saying? So Angry Viking, he's a big joke. He's a big joke. You know, he talking about these black patriots. Who are these black patriots he could be talking about? And then he got that. There's always this white guy. There's always a white guy who got that one token friend. He has that one token friend, CJ. His name is Hood. Hood Conservative. And he's fat, and you could tell that he has no friends. So he decided to make friends with this Neanderthal Viking dude. You know what I'm saying? And now you see a picture, and I wish I could show it because it was on this clown's channel, but now his channel got terminated. But you see Hood Conservative surrounded by all these white folks, and he claimed that. And as you could hear him talking, he was like, "Yeah, you know, we got black patriots and Latino patriots or whatever." But then when you see his crew, they all white. And you see that one token black person, which is Hood Conservative. One token. They always had that token black person. They don't have no other token people. Because if you're really for the people, Viking, Angry Viking, if you're really for everybody, your whole crew would be mixed. It would be like a rainbow coalition. But no, everybody, your team is all white, and you got that one token black dude who just hate his own people, and then you got him saying, "Well, you do got more black people killing black people in the hood." And I'm not saying you got black criminals. Yes, you do got black criminals, and they need to be locked up. But we're not talking about them. We're talking about innocent black people that are unarmed, ain't doing nothing, that's being harassed by cops, and these cops are looking for some sort of medal or some sort of promotion, and the best way to do it is selectively picking a black person so they can have a reason to kill him, and then make him this false story saying, well, yeah, he was, I was afraid of my life. I didn't know what he was going to do to me. That's what we're talking about. You don't hear that among white people. You don't hear no innocent white people getting gunned down just for nothing because he was selling some Lucy's, or he just picked up a toy gun and getting gunned down. You don't hear that. You don't even hear that from any other race of people. But he don't talk about that, brother. CJ, he don't talk about these things. So this guy, he don't want that smoke, man. He don't want that smoke. What is your thoughts on CJ? We're like I know this dude don't want it. This dude don't want it. He talked big and bad, and he had a conversation with Grandmaster Jay.
It's a shame, bro. Oh, my bad. I don't mean to cut. I was just gonna say it's a shame that racist filth like this is still walking the planet. Because I mean, when we talk about unarmed, black men, getting killed, just like I heard a story on a stream a little bit earlier, and they was talking about a brother got gunned down. I think you were just speaking up on that. He had a BB gun inside of Walmart.
That was in Walmart. Yeah, that was
man. When I heard that, dude, almost like a tear almost came down my eye, man, because to hear that, these cops, these racist cops, you got white supremacists just like the Angry Viking that go sign up for training and get on the police force. And then, what I'm saying, they hide, their true agenda. And then they, that's why we got to really be on guard because, man, we already, we got the magnifying glass on us, by these racist white supremacists. And, it's just, man, it's just sad that, this type of evil mindset, still exists. And this would be the first person to tell you that he's a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
That he believes in the Bible. He believes in good, man.
That's right.
And, we seen the pictures of the Ku Klux Klan, inside of the Baptist church talking about Jesus saves.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's why, man, I just don't understand, like, man, how our people have just been so mentally, like, hypnotized. I remember one time a couple years back, I was doing a stream and it was this pasty white man, this pasty tall white man dressed up like Jesus Christ in Africa. And you had all of the villagers and stuff surrounding them because they had this Christianity, man, they've been indoctrinated, so deeply with this Christianity. And it's just taught a lot of our people. That's why you got, these coons like the hood conservative and stuff like that, because when a lot of black people, man, they believe Jesus is white. So all white people are of Jesus. White people are superior.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But he fits right in what, his middle-aged persona, man, the Vikings. I mean, man, he fits right in. Don't give a damn about nobody, man. I mean, bro, this dude, he needs to have compassion. You know what I'm saying? Because karma's a mug. Karma's a mug, and that's why his channel was shut down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna have nothing but bad luck, bro. He ain't gonna have, like, you don't mistreat people and think it ain't gonna come back around to bite you sooner or later. You know what I mean? So on that note, man, I'll pass the mic, bro.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, if you look at the history about the 100 years of lynchings, and about how you had mentioned about the Christians, how these white Christians would come out the church, and then they decide to do a picnic. They want to pick a black person to lynch, and they would celebrate, right? They would celebrate. And see, these are the things that he don't discuss, because when it comes down to his people, they're right. Whatever his people did, they're right. Or he's justifying it, right? And now he want to make mockery, or trying to make mockery, or you and your little guns ain't going to do nothing. Well, dude, if you so big and bad, why don't you come? Come where we at then? Because if we bring the fight to you, you're going to lose big time. But if you so big and bad, you bring the fight to us. You see how big and bad you really are. Because number one, I got Brother Bakari. Okay, he's coming in. All right, peace. Hold up, brother Bakari. Glad you're on board.
Peace, my good brother, man. I had to passed out. What's going on?
Okay. So did you miss anything?
Hell yeah. I just got up.
Oh man. Well, I played the video. I could play it again. Craig, you don't mind if I play the video again?
Nah, man, no problem with me, bro.
All right, let me play. I'm gonna play the video again, so you could be
All
up to
right.
speed and just tell me your thoughts, whatever's on your mind. So I'll play the video again. But first, I want you to just take a picture of this clown and just to show. He said legalize 1776 patriotism. To me, that's disrespectful because our people was enslaved in 1776. So disrespectful, but he claimed that he's for everybody. He claimed that he's not racist. And then he's saying that, oh, you know, these black patriots. Who's these black patriots? Because black people ain't patriots. You can't be patriots of a plantation. So I don't know what he's talking about. And then he got the American flag, and everybody know that American flag was created during slavery. So he's promoting an institution that oppressed us. But then he claimed, you know, this guy, man, but he got a lot. He talks a lot. He talks a lot of trash, boy. You don't know what's like that, because he can't come to my hood talking that. You can bring all the guns that you want. You ain't coming in my hood. Trust me. What do you think, brother Bakari?
You know what? I don't worry about them. They do all that talk, but they're not going to do anything. Like earlier when I did my show, when I was talking about the people who knew NFAC was going. NFAC was at Churchill Downs. Who he was with, he intentionally went a few miles away from the NFAC and started broadcasting. We don't see them nowhere. They don't want that, but they want to talk because they want to be able to scare you. And think about this. Even through history, when you look and see, do you ever see them going head up with any black people? They were always catching them 5-on-1. You understand what I'm saying? It was never a fair fight. And when it was a fair fight, that's why I suggest anybody, if they can, to get that book, We Will Shoot Back. And you will see when it was a fair fight and it was even back then, late 18, before they changed the gun laws, where we couldn't just get guns. When they would come, we would fight back then, and a lot of them would die. They always need an advantage. And if they know you're not afraid, like they know we're not afraid today, they will stay on YouTube and they will talk on YouTube. But they don't want to do what they want to do. They wanted to try and talk NFAC or anybody else with the gun who said and want you and your people to do something. They want to talk you into doing something so you can get arrested, because they want us off the streets. Because if they want us off the streets, then they can go at soft targets. But as long as you a real target and you stand strong, as long as you're a real man, as long as you're a real black man, they don't want none of that. They don't want none of that. And that's just a fact. They always have to have you outnumbered in a position where they know they gonna win. The outnumber don't even always count. They have to have you way outnumbered.
That's true. It's never a fair fight with these guys. Never a fair fight. They catch you by yourself or whatever like that. To me, that's coward. And they talking about you ever heard that saying, the land of the brave? There ain't nothing brave about these dudes. There ain't nothing brave about the you, the unarmed black man, and you gonna say that you brave? Come on now, you ain't brave. You ain't brave, dude. Come on. Listen, so I'm gonna show you what this clown has said. I'm gonna show the video again. Let me get out of here. I'm gonna show you the video again. I know you missed it. Let me do this again real quick. Okay, this is the Angry Viking response to the NFAC Black Militia Group. let me see. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna play it again. Oh, let me go back. Oh, let me go back. Oh, I'm back. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Oh, here we go.
What's up, everybody? Dylan Stevens here, aka the Angry Viking. So I had a bunch of people ask me, what do I think about these militant groups, these black militant groups walking down the middle of the roadway with their little 22s. I'm dumb. They don't even realize it's a jam. What do I think about that? I can tell you, it is a joke. They are a absolute joke. Forget the fact they all look like they're out of shape, been living in their mom's basement eating Hot Pockets for the last 20-something years. But you know why it's a joke? You know why the movement's a joke? The black militia, that Black Lives Matter, the Black Panther shit, it's all. I'm going to tell you why. Because no less than 12 children, black children, were murdered, were gunned down by black violence this weekend alone, July 4th alone, where that mother got shot in the Wendy's parking lot. A baby was shot and killed in her car, surrounded by militia and gunned down like a street. That's why you're a joke. Y'all don't stand for nothing. Angry Viking saying it here first. Y'all are a joke. If it ever came down to war, you might so quick. You look ridiculous. Half of you got your Walmart tack vests on, not a damn thing in them. You got canisters for 22s. You with a 22 in a gunfight, it ain't gonna do nothing but piss monkeys off. You are a joke. Your movement is a joke. You stand for nothing. You fall for anything. Once again, highest weekend in Chicago, black on black crime, 15 dead. New York City, 9 dead, including 2 cops. 78 black on black gun crimes. St. Louis, once again, one of the hottest. You know what all these states have in common? Every single one of them has a Democratic representative running them. I'm going to tell you right now, that's why that mother that video, you want to come to Texas and call it Wakanda. Well, come on. Let's go. You got a bunch of boogaloos and 3%ers down here that are ready to jump. All you got to do is say the word. Say win. I guarantee you we'll have a war in our hands. You want to play? Let's play. You got mothers out here that ain't itching for shit to pop off. We're tired. We're fed up. The Patriots are done. We are done with y'all. You know how you know you're ultimately a joke? When you surrounded that van in Georgia. You surrounded that van in Georgia. It was a minivan. A dude was wearing a damn pink polo and Dr. Pants and was laughing at you. That's how big of a joke you are. When Poindexter laughs at you and you have his vehicle surrounded with guns, you know you're a joke. Okay? So stop all stop the foreplay. Let's get that war. Bring it. Stop saying we're going to come to these areas and we're going to do it. Don't warn us. Don't give us a heads up. Let's go to war. That's what you want, right? You just want blood and killing and carnage, right? That's what you want? Well, come on. Because we are fed up pandering to you. You can have all these other fucking white fuckers pandering to your asses, but we are done. It's done. And real black Americans, real black patriots, real white Americans, real white patriots, Mexican Americans, Mexican patriots, everyone else is fed up as well. It ain't just me. This ain't got shit with race. It's got everything to do with and you're ignorant. Bottom line. You heard it here first. Angry Viking. You look dumb because you are dumb. If you're going to at least try to look tactical and high speed, that's the occasion. Look at your weapon. Make sure it's not jammed up. Also, don't bring 2 long guns for gunfight. Because I guarantee you'll be sawed down and you'll be cut in half. All right? Dylan Stevens, Angry Viking, yeah. The militia, the Black Panthers, the Black Lives Matter organization, y'all go all worthless. Y'all don't stand for shit except hate and propaganda. That's it. So that's all I got to say to you. I'm not wasting any more of my time on all this shit. Come surround my car with your little long gun. See what pops off. Dylan Stevens, Angry Viking. Salute, motherfucker.
Well, first of all, go ahead,
Can I
brother.
say something?
Go ahead.
Watch this, right?
Go ahead, bro.
See, when people do all that talk, people think, well, if I got an AR-15, I got an AK-47. You know what? I had a 22. I'm going to get me another one. People use the long rifle normally hunt, but I'm going to show you some hunt small game. But I can show you 22 rifle have the capability of hitting and killing a human up to 400 yards. So whatever you do, don't let people like that tell you because you have a 22 long rifle, you are not doing anything. It has the capability of hitting and killing a target 400 yards. That's 4 football fields. So you don't even have to be right up on them. And like I see when he says it's not about race, but if it's not about race, but he was still talking about how stupid black people look doing it. How stupid black people is because black people is not with him. See, he wants somebody like that fat punk that was on his show, the guy from New York. What's his name? I don't even like to say his name. You're him right there. See, those are the type of black people they want. It's not about race as long as you agree with them, as long as you can sit in front of him and call Maurice an N-word from the hood in a room full of white people. As long as you can do that, it's not about race. And as long as black people accept that, listen to him say it's not about race, they know they have you. If you can listen to that nonsense that he's screaming, we're ready, we're ready, we're ready. He say he's in Texas. All he have to do is go to Dallas, to Oak Cliff. He don't have to wait for he really don't have to wait for NFAC to come to Texas. All he has to do is go to Dallas, to Oak Cliff. Or what did he do? You can find this video too. Black Panthers went down to Texas, and them people walking around with their guns, them Proud Boys, they didn't do a damn thing. He's on here screaming he's ready to do this. They want something to pop off. They don't want anything to pop off. He's just talking. But the sad thing to me is you can get people like hood conservatives to repeat what he's saying and gonna join with him. And you can find a lot of these other black sellouts who is looking for something negative in a black group is gonna repeat whatever they say. Oh, you got your thing from Walmart and there's nothing in it. That's not true either. Because they want to make like they are the only people that have vest protection. They are the only people that have the backpacks with the bulletproof backpacks. They want to act they're the only people that's protected, and they are not. They want to scare people, but nobody is scared of them. So he's going to get on his video. It's not about race, but let you know he's ready to kill black militias. But there's going to be some black people that's going to ride with him, even because he's not racist. Even though he want to kill the black militias, he's not racist. So you're going to find black people like that guy that was on his show, like I said, who's going to side with him. And those are going to be the ones you would have to take out first, because those are the ones that can get in close and set you up. It's people like him. Ain't nobody worried about the Angry Viking. Just like Sister Erica said in the chat, he sounded like he was doing a wrestling promo. That's what he sounded like. He sounded like he was doing a wrestling promo. But he put no fear in nobody's heart. Come to Texas. Come to Texas. Come to my neighborhood. Come to my neighborhood. Your Proud Boys have seen him, and y'all didn't do a damn thing. And it's just that simple. When you was talking about all the people you got out of Texas, those were the same militias that was right there in Louisville, Kentucky, that went and started complaining to the cops. If you let the NFAC come this way, they can just wipe us out.
Yep.
The same people he's talking about want to do something. Just think about that. Went to the cops in Louisville, Kentucky, complaining that they'll get wiped out if they try something. Think about that. So now you go do your promo video and you go 5 miles away and say, see, we're here. when all of NFAC was at Churchill Downs, and that's where the plan, and that's where they said they were going to Churchill Downs to try to affect the Kentucky Derby. That's where they said they were going. So these people, these fools go downtown or wherever they were in Louisville and say, we're here if y'all want to do something, all on YouTube. And we had some of our people's following and listening to that. I hear the mic.
Yeah, man, that dude's soft, man. He's a comedian, man. Like straight up, bro. He's a straight up comedian, but you know, he's just another one of these racial hype, man. You know, using, that little movement, man, to get donations and you know what I mean, and stuff like that, bro. I mean, man, I'm just waiting for the dude to just rip his shirt off. You know what I'm saying? Like Hulk Hogan. You feel me? Like, man, that dude is just pure comedy. Like Brother Bacardi was saying. I mean, getting up, making a YouTube video. Like, where's he at? He's I forgot where you say he's in Dallas, Texas, or something like that.
Yeah, he said he was in Texas. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if he really wanted some smoke, why wouldn't he just go directly to where, the brothers was at? You know what I'm saying? Marching with the guns and make a video there. You know, man, this dude, man, he just, that macho man, tough guy, persona. So that's all it's about, man. That dude is a joke, man. He don't want nothing, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. And then he turns around and says, well, all y'all do is full of hate. Well, they are the mass of hate. You gonna say we are full of hate? Oh, never mind all the lynchings, never mind all the black people that's been never mind the racial profiling, never mind none of that. You're just gonna when it comes down to your people, and when we understand, because he's gonna protect his own. I get it. But don't come off we're being hateful. And you know what? To be honest with you, you're our enemy. Of course we're gonna hate you. You're our enemy, just like you hate us. But like y'all brothers were saying, if you good if you side with him. He wants to be black people's savior. He wants to be the like Sister Erica said, road warrior. But he's all this is just entertainment. And you got black folks who's supposed to be all this is afraid of that. Oh, the white militia is gonna kill us, and we gotta get Trump out of office. Are you serious, dude? You afraid of that? You're afraid of that? The guys, and like I said, I think with him, you notice that when you see white guys like that, these Neanderthal, they get real tough when they know they got some black people on the front lines for them, just like that fat fuck hood conservative. Now all of a sudden that he's gangster now because he got some black supporters. But that don't work. That's not gonna make you even tougher. That don't put fear in me because you got some token Negroes on your side. You know what I'm saying? You get dealt with. Then he mentioned about all these black on black violence. First of all, the black about violence, we have an economic issue. Our problem is economical. When you have black people fighting over crumbs and black people, trying to, because there's a lack of jobs, there's a lack of factories, and all this stuff was taken away from us that we worked hard for and that we fought for. So now we have to rely on, some of our people have to rely on selling drugs, and some of our people are so oppressed they have to use drugs. And yes, there's going to be violence. There's going to be violence. If you're dealing with degeneracy, it's going to be violence among people. But then he don't talk about white on white violence. You don't talk about the brown on brown violence. But forget about that. We're talking about the natural born enemy. We're talking about that. We're talking about people who've been oppressing us ever since they brought us over here in this country. Matter of fact, been oppressing us ever since they even landed on Africa. So they are a problem. They are a problem. And then all of a sudden he's making it seem that we're the problem because we're defending ourselves from him. That don't make no sense. But he comes around and says, well, I'm not racist, but then you attack black people who wants to defend themselves. If anything, he should say, look, I understand why y'all doing it. Because, yeah, you got some people in my race are troublemakers. No, you don't blame white folks. And I notice he never say anything. He never say anything about the KKK. He never say about the skinheads. He never say anybody like George Zimmerman. He never talk about none of that. All of a sudden, we're the problem. And we're the big joke. So if we're a joke, and if you think that you're big and bad, come to our hood. Come to our hood. We can, matter of fact, we don't fuck that. Come to our hood. Come to our hood. And you can bring all your artillery and all that. And let's see you're gonna escape from the hood. Because when you check in, you ain't checking out. You check in, you ain't checking out. You ain't escaping. You can bring all your guns. He thinks black folks we're not armed. Is that what he thinks? All these gangs out here and all that, we think we ain't armed? Some of us looking for a fight. And like I said, he don't want me to breathe. That's why I asked the brother, on the guy who was a member on the in the NFAC. I said, I feel that we need to sometimes I feel that we might bring the fight to them. We have done it before. See, the white boy, because that's what he is, a boy, he need to do his homework before he talk trash. It's okay to look like a wrestler. You want to, like Sister Erica said, doing a promo because you want to show how tough you are. As a grown man, you still into because I could tell he still watched wrestling. I could tell he's still trying to be like Macho Man Randy Savage. I could say he's a big fan of Hulk Hogan. I understand that. He's a big ass kid. I get it. A lot of these guys take these steroids and can't even keep a woman. Can't even keep a woman because you're taking all these steroids. So you big up here, but you down there, you're small. That's why they jealous of people like us, because everyone, they know that we packing, not just with the guns. I'm just saying. We want to get into the science of it, the biology of it. So it's all jealousy, man. That's all it is. It's all jealousy. It's all jealousy. And I yield the mic.
Yeah, you got any more screen shares to show?
Nah. Brother Bakari, I don't have no screen shares. You want to screen share something?
Nah, man. I'm on my phone or whatever. Nah,
okay. Any thoughts, Brother Bakari?
Look, me personally, like I say, man, I don't worry about them. I see them. They will try to attack you when they have, like I said, and I've told this story before. They tried me. I'm not saying they were patriots or anything. I don't know what the hell they were, but it was a bunch. It was probably about 20, 25 of them, and I was by myself. But you know what I said? Black people ran too much. They probably could have beat me because I couldn't beat that many. But I wasn't running nowhere. I promise you, I just couldn't say, I'm going to leave to get away from them. No, they was going to have to do it. And it was a black, and you know, we was at a place, and they wasn't talking directly to me. At least they would try to act like they wouldn't. And there was another black guy sitting out there with his white friend, like the hood conservative. And the guy was a black cop in there. Came in to check the place here. Can't no fucking N-word tell me what to do. And he said, I said, look, and he said it again. I said, man, you don't use that word enough. And the black dude looked at me. Man, they ain't talking to me. I'm just chilling. I'm like, all right. That black guy who was sitting with his white friend was gonna literally sit there and let those people do something to me. But it wasn't meant for me to run. I could not run. It was an Italian guy who they had been messing with at the bar that I knew. Because I used to go and he worked there, and they had been, when they come up there in numbers like that, they would mess with him because he's Italian from New York. So he came out there and he was the manager, and they called the people worked there called the cops when he came out. They didn't call the cops when it was me, but I didn't give a shit because I wasn't going nowhere. And I happened to bump into one of them one night by itself. I was sitting there. He come to me. Hey man, I'm sorry about that stuff that happened. I didn't even notice him, but he's know me and got scared as shit. Man, anything you want tonight is on me. Gonna tell the bartender all his drinks, all his food put on my card. I said, dude, I don't want shit from you. Your best out to get the fuck away from me before I turn around and beat your ass right now. But when he had me outnumbered, I said, don't say nothing else to me. But when they had me outnumbered and they thought I was gonna be afraid, oh, they let their nuts hang. But when it became even, actually it was two of them. But when it became even, because see, one of us is even, or two of them. That's how they feel it. They knew it. So when it became even, oh my God, he was ready to buy the bar, food, everything. Get the hell away from me. Get the hell. I don't want nothing from you. And if you say another word to me, I'm gonna beat your ass. Your best out to just get the hell away from me. But I just wanted to apologize and say I'm sorry. I'm not like that. I know you're not, man. Just get the fuck away from me. I didn't say I know you're not. I'm saying that part to myself. I'm like, man, just get the fuck away from me. Just get the fuck away from me. He didn't say nothing else to me. Said nothing else to me. But like I said, if he in Texas, he can go to Oak Cliff. As anybody from Dallas about Oak Cliff, or dude put in the thing, South Oak Cliff. If they really want that smoke and he in Texas, all they have to do is go to Oak Cliff. That's all they have to do. I used to live in Texas. So all they have to do is go to Oak Cliff if they really wanted that smoke.
That's right.
But he's doing what he wants. But he's doing what he want to do. He's doing what he want to do right there. That's all he wants to do is what he was doing. Blow smoke in the car. He blew off a lot of steam in that car.
Yeah, he sure did. That's only shots that he fired.
The Proud Boys. Yeah. You're gonna find, just think about it, man. In order for us to stay in that position that we was in, being physical bondage, it had to be a couple of us, because it don't take a whole lot of us to work for them. It just take a couple of us to tell our secrets, right? In all these years, what we've been going through, there's people like the Jesse Lee Petersons that's working with them, working for, you understand what I'm saying? But then you would have the agents or whatever that would come inside of your movement. You had the agents that would come inside your movement that's working for them. So yes, we have to be very careful of the people that we allow in. That's why I said earlier about, at first it kind of bothered me the way they handled me. Then when I thought about it, what the NFAC did and the way they handled the whole situation was absolutely correct, in all honesty. And like I said, I saw them strip a brother down to his drawers. He was somewhere talking. He was somewhere talking and doing something he wasn't supposed to, talking about stuff he wasn't supposed to have. He had no business. His pants was down to his ankles.
Wow.
They stripped him, socks and shoes off, pants to his ankles, shirt off, made a circle around out there in the public. I saw this. But you have to do that because
it's unfortunate.
The hood conservative, if we have never seen the hood, because I'm gonna be honest, I probably wouldn't remember what this guy looked like. So it's people like that who they were sent into our movement to see what we're doing. Could you honestly say you know exactly what the hood conservative looked like? Can you guys say you remember exactly what he looked like? The hood conservative.
I mean, he made videos. I mean, I could tell the white,
I'm saying, do you know what he still know what he looked like? I didn't know he make
I know,
videos.
no, he's a big dude. He's a fat dude. Yeah, he got braids and all that. Yeah, it's a heavy set dude.
See, I don't know. I didn't know he made videos. I had no idea. I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't just point him out. But the point is, even though we've seen him, you say you could, I couldn't. Now think about the ones that's working with them that we haven't seen.
Right.
Who they can send in and say, you know what? Let's go tell them what brother. Go tell them what Guy's doing. Go tell them what Bakari. Go tell them what Bakari doing. Go tell them what CJ doing. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Go do all of that, and it can be easily done, because it have been easily done before.
Yeah. I
I
agree.
get it, Mike.
Definitely. I want to say, just want to read some of these comments here. Ross Setti, Tally Boy said, why you don't come out Pink Viking? If that's the case, it exposed us when we came out. You agent, you ain't going to be out. You ain't you going to be out. You going to send the pigs? Yeah, I think he ain't gonna do nothing. He's gonna send the police. He's a coward. Angry Viking's a coward. He ain't gonna do nothing. He gonna get the popo. They always get the police. So I'll read some of his comments. Facts: the KKK exposed to show up in the South Dallas. We was waiting on them on Malcolm X and Martin Luther King at the car wash. There was no show. That's crazy. They said, nah, he ain't in Dallas.
But he's closer to Dallas than he is to Atlanta. So why you out of Georgia? Because you in Texas. He say he's in Texas.
Yeah, it's in Texas,
so you're closer to Dallas than you are to Georgia. So why are you sending messages all the way to Georgia when all you got to do go to Oak Cliff or go to the sunny side over there in Houston? Go to the sunny side, to the north side of Houston. That's all you got to do. That's all you have to do. Tell him to go to the north side of Houston, sunny side. That's all you got to do.
He trying to make a name for himself, man. That's what I'm picking up on. Race sells. Just like she talking about, Jesse Lee Peterson, man, race sells. You got people who are making capital just off of talking about race. I mean, look at George Zimmerman. Didn't he sold the gun that killed Trayvon Martin. How much did he get for it? $250,000 to $500,000?
Yeah, that's right.
Something like that, man. I mean, race sells, man. The Angry Viking is trying to make a name for himself. He's trying to build up his platform, so he can start making that big boy money, man. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Now, I definitely wouldn't trust him, and I believe, he is affiliated with these, neo-Nazi organizations, but at the same time, man, it's a hustle. It's half hustle. I probably would say it's only 25% patriotism on his part. The rest of the 75% is just a race hustle, just to get people money.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna bust a grape.
Not at all. And then the thing is that when I was watching Maurice, when he was talking about he wants to debate, right? There was the whole debate thing. He said, "Oh well, I'll debate any black person, right? Because he wants to debate. He got all the facts." And I'm like, okay, but then I know Maurice was trying to debate on, he's trying to reschedule, but he said, no, he want to debate right now. Like, and my thing is this: ain't nobody afraid of debating. Nobody not afraid of debate. Because if he really wants to debate, he'll lose in that ring. He'll lose in that area too, because he don't have all the facts. Because his whole world is white privilege. And he thinks that his people are victims and not the problem. And this is what he thinks in his head. So he wants to blame all the problems on us, or you're the problem. You're the problem. You're all the ones that kill each other, and then you want to blame us. You know, just like he blamed the guy who had the knife in Philly. He said, well, you know, because I saw the video. He said, well, if he should have applied, and that's the reason why he got shot the way he did. You know, all of a sudden, and the cop didn't have to shoot him. He didn't have to shoot him to kill him. All he had to do was tase him. But no, they kill us. But then you have many white people. I saw one video. You had 2 white guys rolling up on a police car where the cop was inside in the car, and they were breaking his windows. And these are 2 white boys. But you don't talk about these things. They don't talk about how white folks attack police officers, and these police officers don't do anything to them. But I can understand that because they look at their people like they have this thing where we don't kill our own. Their job is they don't kill our own. They have to kill us because they know that we're the enemy. That I can understand. But for him to say, or him to think that white people can't be criminals, you know, there's no, well, you know, a lot of the things that we do is because of trauma, man. A lot of things that we do is because of trauma. But he don't care about that. So it's just sad, but I can understand Angry Viking because we letting people know that he is the enemy. He is not your friend. And I like that. But he's a coward. But a lot of white people, just like the KKK and all these people, you know, I don't care if they're police officers. He's not the first one that talk all this, but they don't dare to come where we at. And when I'm talking about warrior, I'm talking about people who like to fight. People like myself and people like Craig and people like, Bakari, people like Erica, people like Brother Ross said it. We like to fight. We like to fight. You know what I mean? But they don't come mess with us. Why they don't come mess with us? So they mess with people who's afraid, who's scared, who wants to blend in. They only mess with the people who wants to integrate with them. Oh, you want to integrate? We're going to bully you. So that's what they pick on. They don't pick on real soldiers. They don't pick out what the revolution mindset. Because we be like, yo, bring it. It's either my life or your life. So that's what we got to start. We got to be on board. We got to really be on board. You know what I'm saying? Because Angry Viking, he's not going to go. He's not going to step foot to none of these black militias. He's not going to do that. He's going to attack the weak. And don't be surprised that if Hood conservative show one little betrayal, slight betrayal, or a little slight disagreement, watch how fast Angry Viking turn on his slave boy, his puppet, or I would say boy toy, or whatever you want to call it, his pawn. Watch how fast the Angry Viking going to turn on Hood conservative. If Hood conservative show one little disloyalty. This is reality. But like y'all said, Hood Viking, and like I said, if he really want this smoke, I'll bring it to him. All you gotta do is say the word. You want this smoke? Come on my channel. You know what I'm saying? You want this smoke? Come on my channel. You don't want this. So I think Angry Viking need to stay in his lane. Angry Viking need to stay in his lane. And anybody else who's like him, any other Neanderthal wants to join in, bring it on. I'm ready. I was born for this. You can come to my hood. You bring all your little toy guns with you. Go ahead, come on in, come. But like they say, like they said, you could that commercial with the Roche Mattel commercial, you could check in, but you ain't checking out. You ain't leaving the block. Now you can go to hood conservative, because I don't know where in New York he at, but everybody know hood conservative is a coward. And look at him. He probably got a white girlfriend. Because if you want to blame everything, yeah, we have problems in the hood, of course. I'm not going to sit there and say you don't got no assholes in a black neighborhood. Of course you do. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about white folks that don't look like us want to create this police state over us like we are savages or something like that. But they don't talk about the trailer homes, the trailer park neighborhoods. Talk about the trailer park neighborhoods. You don't think they using drugs? What about the opioids and all that stuff? How all these white people are using drugs and killing each other over and overdosing. Talk about that. But nobody's not talking about. They always been worrying about our problem, and nobody don't want to help us, but they want to criticize. And then you got black folks doing the same thing, just like that idiot talking about Umar Johnson. Oh, Umar Johnson ain't doing nothing in his house, and his school is dirty, and da da da. And I'm always gonna keep criticizing that J-Lo cat because he's a coward. And I hate cowards. No respect. People like him, hood conservative. I have no respect for them. No respect for them. And we gotta let it be known, man. We gotta be let it be known. I'm about the black man, black woman, and child, and I respect any black militia that protect their people. I'm for it 100%. And anybody that goes against it, they are the enemy. Anybody that talks about the NFAC, you are the fucking enemy. I have no respect for you. You're a coward. And a lot of these guys, they talk about these people. They're afraid of. They don't like carrying guns. They don't like carrying guns. They cowards. They got a lot of this. They ain't trying to fight with these. They ain't packing. They ain't doing nothing. So fuck them. Fuck them all. Anybody that want to join with that and side with that Neanderthal bastard, you join with them. Because anybody can get it with me. Ain't nobody safe with me. Because if you betray your people, you're gonna get it. If you and any Neanderthal want to talk, because that's all he wants to do, talk bad about black people. That's all he wants to do. And I yield the mic.
Oh yeah, good show, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
No, I was just about to say, man, good show. And, I'm definitely, man, here to support you. It would be nice to bring that Angry Viking. Well,
yeah,
I would like to bring the hood conservative.
We take them on. We take them on, and trust me, we ain't gonna be nice to him either.
Exactly.
And because he don't want to talk about race. I know this hood Viking don't want to talk about race, but we're gonna talk about race. Because see, I don't like all this dictatorship. That because he told Maurice, let's put race to the side. No, everything deals with race, and like you said, CJ, that race is profitable. That's the reason why the media makes money. And I really think, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think the media and I think the government and the media are working hand in hand. Because if nothing ain't going on, I think that the government is saying, okay, we gotta spark things up. So let's racial profile somebody. Let's go into somebody's house, kill a black person, so everybody gets paid. So you got all these white people getting paid. Talk about this situation, and that's the reason why you notice none of these cops that committed murders never got prosecuted. They never got sentenced. The majority of them. Why is that? Because they all working together. They all working together. And you can call it a conspiracy or whatever like that, but it just don't make any sense. How you could just kill somebody cold blood and you don't get sentenced for that. That's crazy. But I really think the media and the government are working hand to hand because we're the sheep. We're the that we use a slaughter to make money. Okay, so I'm gonna so we're gonna do our closing statements. Didn't want to. I'm glad that everybody enjoyed this show. So, Brother Bakari, we're gonna start with Brother Bakari, and then Craig, and I'm gonna do my closing statement. So, Brother Bakari, tell people where you're from and where people can find you, and whatever you think, whatever if you want to talk about the election, whatever's on your mind, whatever closing statements you want to talk about it. There's no time limit. You go ahead, brother.
First of all, I'd like to thank you for having me on your panel, man. Shit, I was sitting right here and I passed out, bro. I'm sorry about that.
That's all right.
I apologize for coming on your show so late. But I thank you for allowing me to come anyway. It was good to be back on the panel with brother CJ again. Hadn't been on there with him in a while. How you doing, my good brother?
Oh yeah, man. All is good, bro. All is
It
good.
was peace to everybody in the chat. My channel is Brother Bakari. My name. That's my channel. You could go if you like my content. Go subscribe. Smash the like button, that notification bell. I will have another interview coming up soon. I haven't given a date, but I will have another interview coming up soon with 90 Spinks from the NFAC. We will be doing another interview soon. I will have a couple of shows coming up this week. My goal is to try to get in 3 a week now. So that's my goal. So I'm gonna have some coming up this week. Look, man, the biggest thing for me right now, the election is over. Jim Crow, Sleepy, Crazy Joe has won, right? Even though for me, it's because we still have to stay focused to know we got to take care of ourselves. I'm going to show you when I say these people work together, this is something I want everybody to think about. For the people that say they're Republican and for the people that say they're Democrat, the reason I call them Republicrats and politicians, I want you to understand this. Trump, biggest accomplishment was the way he exposed America, and especially with his hatred towards black people. He exposed America so well where even his own Republican Party turned on him and went to the other side. Just think about that. Why wouldn't they want their own Republican Party in president? They didn't stand with Trump because Trump exposed too much. See, for everybody who's saying they voted for Biden, in all honesty, is something I think we've been doing. I truly believe that we voted for both sides. You voted for something that was given to Biden because Republican Party was tired of Trump. Everybody say, "Oh, Trump bought the no." Racism was already here. People are mad because Trump exposed it. It was already here. Trump did so much to make black people, whether he did it intentionally or not, he did it. I think his whole goal was to keep power for himself, right? That was the goal. But he exposed America. And instead of us noticing how he exposed America, we look and want to say he a racist. He is, but then we want to forget about Joe Biden's racist. We want to forget about Joe Biden's and Kamala, their bigotry, and the things that they have done to black people intentionally. When Trump exposed America, for our people, my show the other day was Trump exposed America, the Democrats exposed black people. Because we did no research. When Trump exposed America the way he did, instead of us sitting and complaining, hoping somebody come save us from Trump, that was the time for us to start doing research so we can realize nobody will ever save us but us. Nobody will ever save us but us. But instead, they know how to trick us to make us choose sides. They went and got some East Indian woman that got a piece of black in her from her daddy. How much that piece is, I don't know. But her whole career, go back and look when she won her first election whatever it was in California. She was the first Indian American. It was another time she was the first Asian American. She have never been black her whole life until they chose her to run for vice president. And we need to understand they used that to get the black vote without ever offering black people anything, because once they did that, they knew black people was not going to receive. We have been studied, and I tell people this all the time. This country have studied black people more than they have studied Jesus. They know more about black people than they know Jesus. So they knew black people weren't going to research, especially research to find out the truth about these two people, because they have lied to you and given you somebody. They told you was black. They told you that person was black. Black people had no dog in this fight. At least I didn't. I'm going to say no black people did, because some black people voted. And I just let the black people, if you voted for Biden, and if you think that's going to help black people and you want black people to get better, I stand with you. If you voted for Trump and you think that's going to help black people, and you want to work and get black people better, I stand with you. And for the ones that didn't vote, I'm not arguing with y'all. I just want you to understand that you have to start seeing both sides. You can't just see one side and say that is it and ignore everything from the other side. Don't ever let nobody to convince you to forget their history. Somebody told me that, then I'm going to yield to the mic. Somebody told me that the other day. We was talking, and they was like, "That's the past. Don't worry about the past." Then they, in the next breath, they quoted a Bible verse to me. I said, that is the past. Those people, that Bible is 2,000 years old. If we can't talk about something that happened in 2010, don't mention the Bible to me, because that's history. That's the past. That's the past. And it was not because I didn't care about what they were saying with the Bible. It's not the fact that I wouldn't let them tell me about the Bible. The point was, right here, recent history, 10 years ago, you don't want to hear, but you want to take me back 2,000 years. Nope. If you can't hear what happened 10 years ago, I don't want to hear what happened 2,000 years ago. Don't ever let nobody to convince you. Forget your history. Forget your past. Don't ever let nobody convince you to do that, because once they convince you to do that, they have you right where they want you. I yield the mic.
Yeah, bro, man, I appreciate once again, you having me on. Great video. You put out a lot of information, man, and you exposed yet another racist. But like I've been saying, throughout this entire video, man, this dude, it's just something funny about him. He doesn't seem legitimate, because I just want to make sure that everybody out here knows the white community has charlatans too. The white community has people who get up here as these hype man, talking this race talk and just using it, to line their pockets full of money. So we got to really, excuse me. So we got to really be careful, man. We got to really be careful, man. When we feed into energy and, give these, these pimp preachers, man, our time and our attention, man. These dudes like him are really not serious, man. They not about that life. They not about that life. I would like to do a background check on this dude, man. Let's see, has he ever been to prison? Has he ever busted a gun? Has he ever been in jail? Like, I mean, if he's so doggone tough, why don't you join, the MMA? Like, put those guns down, man. You know what I'm saying? Quit being such of a coward. Let's see what can you do with those hands? Do you know how to throw those hands? But once again, man, this is just another, rebel rouser. Another rebel rouser, man, that's using the system of white supremacy and just using that, for white privilege. So at the end of the day, man, I'm just glad, to be here and to be able to speak on this topic, man. And if, him or this, hood conservative cat, want to accept the challenge and come on the panel, then, we can make that happen, man. So peace.
Well, I just want to say, want to give thanks to Sister Erica and Ross Setti. Y'all been very active. I want to thank my brothers I want to thank Sister Tiffany. She came on there, you know, and she represented. I want to thank her for coming, joining us earlier. But I want to definitely thank my brothers, CJ. I know it's been a while, brother, and brother Bakari, for your wisdom. Because like I said, we willing to bring the fight to these guys. I'm willing to bring the fight to them. And like I said, he can if he wants to come on and have a debate, we can debate. So I'm not gonna be the ones that want to schedule shit. You just let me know. I'll be ready. I'll prepare. It ain't gonna be no schedule for me. I'm ready. Whatever how you want to do it. You know what I mean? But so it doesn't matter. We can either talk. You know, it could be physical, verbal, whatever how you want it. But all this rah-rah and all this other stuff, attacking the black militia, you ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing. Because every time I see him in the crowd, he wasn't doing nothing but still running off the mouth. But it's time and I'm gonna be honest, it's time to bring the fight to these guys. And they could say what we want. They could turn around and say, "Oh, you're nothing but troublemakers." Well, yeah, we're gonna be you're gonna have a problem on your hands now. We've been respectful, we've been nice far too long, and we're not gonna be bullied no longer. So it's time to stand up. It's time to stand up. Okay? So everybody know, and I hope you see this video, Angry Viking, aka Neanderthal. I hope he see this program. Yeah, you're gonna like that one. He's a coward. J-Lo is a coward. I have no respect for him. He's another one. J-Lo is afraid of people like that. He's like that. He claimed that he a banger. No, you're not. No, you're not, dude. You ain't no banger like that. You're a softie. You know what I'm saying? So Angry Viking, if you're watching, you're a coward. And you can get all these little token friends all you want. But I'm just letting you know that's not going to make you it's not going to make you equal to us. You will never be equal to us. So you can have all the black friends you want and the black supporters you want, but you will never be equal to me. Never. You're a coward. So again, I want to thank everyone on here. And thank you, Rossetti. You've been very active, brother. Thank you. Black power to you, Sister Erica. And thank you, everybody who's been watching. But there's going to be more shows like that. We're going to bring the fight to these guys. It's time to bring the fight to these guys. No more. No more. All right? So peace and love. We out. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Peace. Y'all go to my channel, Brother Bakari.
That's right. Check out CJ. Go to CJ channel, Brother Bakari's channel. And if you haven't subscribed to God and Hollywood Jr., please do and press those notifications on each and go to Sister Tiffany's. What's her name? Tiffany French. If that's her name.
Tiffany French.
Tiffany French. Go to her channel too. She was on there earlier. Go to her channel. Press that notifications. All right. Peace out.